Roses are red. I have a son named Tucker.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
Oh, and we are back! Tutti frutti, Rudy. Tutti frutti, Rudy. Oh, tutti frutti, Rudy. Tutti frutti, Rudy. Jack knows how to love me, yes indeed. He shoves his finger in my knee. Tutti frutti, Rudy. I look like a fucking cherry. Tutti frutti, Rudy. What?
How do I shove my finger in it? Is like, you mean like the knee gap? Like the little, like the little crevice?
I bend my knee. You know, some people fuck that, right? Some people fuck that like a. I'll show you some physical representation.
No.
Just that thing right there. If let's say, for example, your girl walks in and says, "I got genital herpes or genital warts," you don't want to touch the gen, so you're gonna go for the knee gap. You know.
Maybe people in New York.
You need something strong. And that can cause a lot of friction, you know, Jack. You know, you need something like that.
I am so glad we're starting off this way.
You
know, I'm so glad this is the beginning.
This is the people watching at home. What's going on, you sexy bastards? Well, let's look at the chat. Hello, and no one's watching. So, it's like
it's so empty in chat.
Jack, I thought we wouldn't. I thought, like, you know, in 3 years' time we would get to this point where we have to pack our things up, but I think now is that
everyone's gone, dude.
So, but yeah, this is Jack's fault, pretty much, by not spending Father's Day on Father's Day. They have to be special because they're white, so they have to go on a big yacht on Saturday. They gotta go fucking mimosas and fucking caviar on fucking Saturday.
Yes, you know me, mimosas, caviar,
Did
and
you
yachts.
see what I tagged you in yesterday? Did you see? Come on, Jack, come on. I was so mad you didn't see it, or I thought you did.
What'd you tag me
I thought
in?
you saw it, but you didn't want to like it because you were like, "This fucking kid turbo." What do you mean? Go on, just your mentions on Twitter and see what I said. Why does this make me think of Jack the Bus? Why, when I watch this, does this make me think of Jack? And watch the video I sent you. Oh well, it's just on Twitter. I didn't send you it, but it's on the main.
Oh. Wait, why is there a hidden reply? Can we play zombies together?
You know what?
Why do you think of me? Because I'm white? Because I'm white?
I think at this point, Twitter is like, Turbo, you're getting a bunch of messages that go play with you. We're gonna like put them in the fucking. We're gonna put them in another category. But
Did
yeah,
you-
no,
did-
but yeah.
Did
I
you
thought
see
of you.
Magnet Collider's tweet at us? The Starburst Yoplait yogurt?
Starburst, yeah.
Wait.
Magna Collider is my man. I see a ton of his stuff, but if it's a ton, some go right past my brain.
I linked to the Discord. He found strawberry, like the Starburst, like the pink Starburst.
When was
flavored
this?
Yoplait. What? When? Yesterday.
Oh, I did not see this then.
Yeah.
As Turbo originally about my store has the strawberry flavored yogurt, which is obviously the best Starburst flavor, which it is of all of them, and good enough to make your tongue bleed. As Jack would say, this is huge pog. He knows. See, look, people got to get to know your fucking pog ways.
That is big pog, dude.
Dude, I don't know though, but like, didn't we have a big conversation about Starburst or something at one point in our fucking time, like talking about the flavors? I know we at one point
We have a couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. We've had Starburst on the podcast too.
Look at these fucking curls. These curls.
I say
Jack,
just keep going.
listen to me. This is where we're at this point
turn
in time.
to the side so I can see the dent in the hair.
Oh,
Turn
yeah,
to the
there you
side.
go.
There, beautiful. Yes.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. And guess
Absolutely
what?
beautiful.
Guess what? Today, while we're recording this for you guys past, I'm doing a photo shoot today, Jack.
You might as well like push it all back and just get
I
it
have
out
to
of there.
probably Photoshop, like Chris fucking, like, what's that guy who plays fucking, Captain America? His face on me, like my
Yeah.
body, just like this, and his Captain America face on me on all the pictures.
I think it would blend really well, yeah, since he's like 7'4" and like built like a tank, you know?
I know. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do Monday for the people watching at home that are like, Turbo, get that fucking mop off your head? I'm getting a lot of comments. I'm getting a lot of people during live streams threatening to come at me with
You know
razors.
why? Because those people are privileged and have their hair places open already.
I know,
They're all lucky, such as myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look, fucking, who are you talking about? It's you.
Yeah, I
Fucking
look
you.
good, huh? Dang.
Well,
yeah,
first you had your buddy or something come over and cut your fucking hair.
He's
Is that right?
Family friend.
He's a barber. Your family friend's a barber.
She's a hairdresser.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a hairdresser. You
Yeah.
know what's funny, Jack the Bus? Before this whole world went, I actually wanted to do a little hairstyle change with me.
You said that.
I don't want to do the because once I get the cut, for now, just to get the fucking hair off my head. Jack, I'm vlogging the day. I'm just telling you right now, I'm vlogging the day I get a haircut.
That's a big
I'm
day.
letting you know right now, I'm vlogging when I get a fucking haircut because I cannot stand the fucking hair by my ears, having to fucking do this all fucking day with my
You get
hair.
itchy.
I can't. I really
How
fucking
long has
can't
it
take
been?
it. Okay.
Like a month?
If I had to think about when I got my last haircut when the
3
quarantine wasn't even happening. Okay, so the quarantine, March, April, May, pretty much 3 months of in the quarantine. So 3 months is a definite. And I'm going to give it a month pre-quarantine just after I got the haircut. So I'm going to easily say 4 months.
That's wild, dude.
This is not a fucking drill. I need this hair off my head, but it's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
Because your hair doesn't grow like long. It just keeps like multiplying like in the same place. It just keeps curling over and over again.
It doesn't. I really hate that my hair doesn't fucking curl. I mean, it doesn't just come down where I can just comb it back and shit. I can't do that.
It literally just festers on top of your head.
It just becomes a big. I'm Annie. I can fucking go out for an audition for Annie right now. If Annie was on Broadway, there you go, bitch.
Probably.
Just spray paint my hair orange and let's go. Let's go. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, get me out of this fucking place. That'd be my song. Did you watch the other Annie? Did you watch the Annie that came out like years ago? Not the old one.
Who was it? Wasn't it what was the remake?
I don't know. I don't know. But
I never got that into musicals. That movie was actually really
that
good.
That one had Jamie Foxx. That one had Jamie Foxx in it.
Is that who it was?
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx. Yeah, Jamie Foxx.
It's not Annie. Was it called Annie?
It was. Well, that one was probably called Annie something.
I did that one. That was actually really good. I did like that.
It was
It's
good.
Really bad reviews.
Well, I was gonna say it was good, but it was too like Disney. It was too musical, like High School Musical times Annie. You know, it was very overdone.
I've never been that into musicals. Like, if a movie, I could like see a movie's plot, be like, "Oh, that sounds really good," but then see that it's a musical.
No,
because then, like every 10 minutes, they're stopping plot progression to sing. I'm like, continue on. Like, we were getting somewhere here.
Well, I would go
unless it's really good songs. Like Disney movies do it really well, like Mulan and stuff like that. That I can understand, but I don't know
Mulan. I never seen Mulan. No.
Mulan's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, and you even said it like Moana? It is. What?
Have you seen Moana?
No.
Moana.
No.
One with like The Rock and I don't know who plays
wait a
Moana.
Minute. Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about. Mulan is what influenced Szechuan sauce.
Yes.
Okay, no, I never saw. I saw. Is that Mulan? Is that the one where she fakes being a guy to get in the war or something? I've seen pieces of it. Yes, I think last week we were talking about. Do you remember in school when they would bring you like for cafeteria, like halfway through they would bring you to like a room to watch a movie? That was the only time I've watched like most Disney movies.
Yeah, man, so good.
I watched not Pocahontas, Hercules. At school,
Hercules is good.
What else I watch at school? Fucking
the songs in Mulan are like what made it for me. Like that's a musical I could watch because the songs are fire. They're so good. We're gonna watch it one day.
Oh yeah. Oh one day. You know we do gotta watch, Jack.
We'll snuggle up together. What?
So I said this thinking it was gonna be in longer time. I didn't remember I told you at 20K I would watch anime with you.
Yo,
and I got this man Phoenix constantly tweeting at me and you saying, "Are you forgetting something?" And I'm like,
"Wait, how much do we get to watch?" Didn't you say like 10 episodes?
I said
or something?
10. I said 2. Fuck you. Wait, what? 10? All right, we gotta go. I don't know where, but someone has to. Someone has to go back And go and see. I have no clue where the fuck I said it. Go back on my channel where I just hit 10K, probably a podcast near then. I don't know how much I said, but I know I didn't say more. I think I said 2 30-minute or 2-hour ones, so I can have 2 hours. So 2-hour animes. Yeah. Can we also talk about something, Jack?
Wait, 2 1 hour?
2 1-hour animes.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch a show that's like 20 minutes an episode, so we can watch 6 episodes.
I guess we can.
Baby.
I guess we're
going to. I think I know what I'll have.
I mean, if it gets to the point where more people want to see me watching an anime, because I will honestly get up 15 times saying, "Jack, I gotta get a drink. I can't. Like, I can't. I really can't." We also gotta talk about something else, Jack. Your pictures for your thumbnails on iShinobi. Give me the backtrack. Give me your mindset. So when you go like this. What do you... How do I put this? How do you keep your masculinity when you take those pictures, Jack? How do you keep your testosterone in your balls?
How after years and years of you being on YouTube have you not learned the thumbnail game yet?
Look at my PNGs. I'm not too far off. But you, and especially with what you're reacting to, it's like... And it's in that ballpark. It's in that, you know, that feel.
Dude, you have to exaggerate your
I don't want to say no lines and get canceled, but you know what I want to do right now.
You have to exaggerate your emotions if you want to get more people watching.
Like I can. The difference between my PNGs and yours is I can hear yours. I can hear your fucking pictures.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because it's more exaggerated. People are gonna want to click on it more. You gotta learn these things, Turbo. You gotta sacrifice your inner ego.
Okay, no. I do. You wanna know how I do? Because my mom walks in on me many of times. And how do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? I already do. Okay? Because when I'm like this, trying to make believe what the fuck I'm gonna put over here, and I'm like, that... Oh. And my mom's like, do you need medication? What are you looking at? Like, there's no demon on the wall. I'm like, Mom, I'm just doing something for a Call of Duty video. I'm fucking sorry.
I'm at the point where I take these and I'm like not even phased out. So I'm like, let's get done. Like, let's just take these and I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just past that point.
Boy. I missed this on the last podcast we talked about. Literally right when we hopped off with Stemp last week, I literally told Jack this, but I just started using 2 monitors. I'll soon have 3 for my PS4.
Very proud.
Soon for my PS router, but I'm going to by the way, you saw the leaked prices for the PS5? The one with the disc tray is going to be $499 and the digital one $399.
That'd be very impressive if that's true. I'm
getting the digital one, so I mean $399. I'm getting the
disc one just because I like disc.
Here's the thing, though. The only games I see myself always buying the hard copies are Call of Duties. That's the only games I get disc for. Yeah.
Did you? So they're making Cyberpunk.
I saw they delayed that. Yeah.
Well, they're making it cross-compatible, so if you have the PS4 copy, you'll be able to play it on the PS5 whenever it comes out. So I'm thinking
that's gonna be a lot of games. That's gonna be a lot of games.
But maybe in the future they'll make like Black Ops 3 crossplay. Then I'll be able to put my Black Ops 3 disc for PS4 and the PS5 and play it on there.
Do you think that's gonna be a possibility?
It's possible, yeah. If they decide to focus on that.
What if they just do? If you have the same account, because you could probably both accounts on your PS5.
See, that's more sketchy though, because I feel like a lot more people could rip it like illegally. I don't know. But
it's okay. Save a couple bucks. Get the codes.
I feel like it's more worth for a disc drive. I don't know. It's bulkier for sure though.
Besides like Photoshop and shit like that, has there ever been games where you just like, I'm not paying for this. I know where I can get this shit.
There was whenever did you ever get like PC games whenever like Kingwin and G2A was really popular? Like when those were like the main marketplace?
Yeah, no. But my friend Matty Boy, his brother Jack, back in the day got some game, forgot what it was. Maybe it was CS:GO illegally, who the hell knows. It was a popular PC game though. He wakes up the next day, gets an email from the fucking company or from whatever, swear to God, and says, if you don't uninstall whatever the fuck or tell us where this is located to get illegally, we will terminate your account. We will terminate blah, 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 blah. And shit got real. That's the only story I know of somebody getting backfired.
Those sites used to be way more popular because I'm pretty sure they obtained like a majority of the keys illegally. Now those sites are still there, but they're way more expensive because I'm pretty sure they get all the keys legally now. But I mean, who did CS:GO is free now, surprisingly enough, but back in the day, I was like way more common,
But I got to this point by saying, I have 2 monitors, soon to be 3. Never, ever, 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 ever had more than 1 monitor. Go back even 3.
I don't know how you did it, dude. I really don't.
Go back to even 3 years ago of me playing with my Xbox, my Blue Yeti on the actual stand on the table. So any vibrating noise on the table, whatever, goes into the fucking mic.
Same.
And a TV. And a big HD, like, cause back in the day, growing up, you don't think of reaction speed or whatever the fuck. You don't think of picture speed. You just think HD, bigger screen, better picture. Holy shit!
Oh, you play on a monitor? Freaking gross. That's so small.
I think of how the fuck I played Call of Duty on a fucking flat screen TV
with like a
for the
6-second
longest
delay.
time because. Even with that, because I always had good problems with having no delays on my, like when you would fucking, like when I go over to my friend's house, it would always happen where you would go up and then a second later on the screen it would show it go up. So I'm like, what the this is?
It feels
you
like
can't
that
play.
Now if you go back.
You can't play because it's such a lag, and you're like when you knife a zombie, you knife and you try to run, but let's say that knife didn't register and you missed them and you run, you die. So you didn't know.
Yeah.
So. I remember,
so
I would hate going to, like, for example, like Vinny's house. I'm like, Vin, now I know why we always fuck up boss fights, because you fucking, your fucking controller, you throw something, 2 seconds later you see it, and we always busted his balls with it. But I remember, always having such confusion. I remember my friend Timmy Yan, freshman year of high school, I go up because my friend Timmy, fucking big PC, monitor, his family, cha-ching, so he had fucking everything. So, I go and I'm like, so wait, Tim, I'm so confused here. You have 3 monitors, 1 computer. Do you have like 3 mouses, like for each? Like, how does that work?
You thought that like a week ago.
No, I told you that's what I thought, and I'm like,
okay, good.
I never used So when I used the mouse, that memory instantly came back in my head. And I remember where we were. We were in the study hall, and I remember sitting with them back when I was in Catholic school, fucking tie on, fucking khakis, wedgie up my ass.
You thought he was like some kind of tech expert.
I looked at him. I'm like, what? And he looked at me like, Turbo. He goes, what? And I'm like, and I can get it. I get it. Like if somebody came to me and said, if somebody came to me and said, like, is Freddie Mercury a part of Kiss? And I'm like, you want to die tonight? Like, what's happening?
A comparison of what it would sound like to you. Yeah.
But I mean, it's been fun. I don't know how
you went with 1 monitor for so long, though. That'd be painful as like a streamer.
I mean, listen, at the time, I had to use what I had. I didn't have fucking 2 monitors.
You've had a second
I had a second one for a year.
Yeah, why? Why did you never use it?
Because, Jack, I don't know if you know me by now, but if I'm comfortable, why fix it if it ain't broken? You know what I'm saying?
You can get more comfortable.
Okay, so now let me tell you my experience with these 2 monitors. I have 1 monitor for just another computer screen. I have this one for the computer screen, and then I have another one for my game. So
you're only 1 behind me because I have 3 for my PC and 1 for my PS4.
So
you're
now,
1 behind me.
So you have 4 monitors. Why though? I think 3 is the max.
3 for my PC because let's say I'm streaming a game on this one. I have chat and OBS on that one, and then the third one you use for stream labels like alerts, Spotify, Discord, everything else. 3 is like I used to have 4 for my PC, and that was too much because I mean you really don't need 4, but 3 I think is like a really good good amount.
I mean, so let me just tell you my experience. So it's a bit confusing still because I'm so used to doing everything on one screen and I'm not taking advantage of the other screen. So and then when I do, I'm so used to just having the whatever the fuck on here fast, and then when it's not showing up, like what the fuck? Oh, it's there.
Yes,
So,
like now if you want to show something on the podcast, like you can pull it up
oh
on the
no,
second monitor.
it's simple,
and then
so
just
simple, so
instantly,
simple,
like, yeah,
so simple.
it's so much better.
That last week going on Twitter, just clicked it and then boom, it's done. I was like, great, fuck
Yeah.
it, whatever.
But dude, it's the life.
But yeah, no, it is the life.
But can
Jack,
you understand why a third
Yeah.
would be really nice for a PC? Like in terms of like streaming. And
I gotta be very
streamline?
honest with you, not yet, because I just got my second one for my PC.
True.
So I have to see what. Because we all have different routines. I feel like Jack wakes up, eat, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Okay, all right. What do we do? What are we doing today? Okay, we got a reaction to do, and then he just gets in there, and he just and then like you know what everything is. I don't know what, like you have your mixer, maybe that software is on one thing. Like what do I really have? I have a mic. I have the monitor.
Yo,
I have like
speaking
I don't
of
really...
mixer. Did you see Elgato's new mic that they came out with?
Yeah.
Yes,
I did. Yes, I did.
Actually, pretty big move.
With the way this mic, I have a feeling I may go. I may have to fucking purchase a new mic soon.
Yeah, and it's a USB mic too. I think that mic that Elgato came out with will kill the Yeti. Honestly, I really think that'll kill the Yeti.
Well, this has been the go-to mic for how long?
Right, because it's around the same price as the Yeti, but it has like built-in compression, a built-in like virtual mixer that you download
built-in
with
pop
it.
filter.
It has everything, like yeah, and it's USB too. Like you don't need a mixer with it, so it's actually really impressive. It's not because I mean, if you don't get a Go XLR, you're missing out on like physical like mixing. Like you still have to go in the program on your PC, but it's really nice.
If I had a mixer, I can get a handheld mic if I want to just have fun with it, right? I could probably get a handheld mic if it has that if it has that port to put it in the mixer. I think you can
get a handheld mic with like a US. I don't know if they no.
Because I have a handheld one. But I bought the wrong one. It's like a USB
I want a handheld
Wi-Fi
mic
shit.
really bad, dude.
Well, first of all, I bought one because I wanted to do the on the street videos type of stuff. But but I got a wrong one. It was like a USB, has to be in near the USB, a Bluetooth shit. I'm like, fuck that. And but yeah, no, I'm just so excited. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Fuck, actually, wait a minute. I just saw my speaking of like devices and shit. I have to charge my camera before I go. So let me just do this right now before I fucking go. To do the photo shoot, and we'll talk about that later.
I really want to get a handheld mic.
But yeah, how much is the Elgato mic? How much is it?
I mean, they're for like XLR ones, like probably like 160 plus. Like they're not cheap at all.
I have a night mic I'm using every night. I'm scared of the
like that'd be so sick to like sit here during the podcast with a handheld like this, you know, just like just hanging out.
I watch fucking I watch comedians do their podcast with handheld mics. Bill Burr does one with handheld mics. That's why I'm like,
it looks so sick, like so comfortable,
and you know
and you
why?
Can be expressive.
And you know why also? I would love a handheld mic because when you're doing comedy, I remember the first time I ever did it, I didn't know what to do with myself, my hands. I didn't know what to do. So how I feel holding the mic, I'll get comfortable with it, you know? But I remember the first time on stage, the one you saw, I remember I didn't know what to do with the mic stand. I didn't know what to do with because it's a handheld mic. So I pretty much put the mic stand to the side and I did what Bill Burr does. I kind of leaned on it. I said, if this thing fucking like goes down like to make a small, I just fall off the stage and shit.
Dude, it would be just part of the skit.
That's it. So Jack, how have you been this weekend? This week, my man. So so this week I want to tell you something. So this week started. I said to myself, last week I took a little bit of a break. So this week I was like, let's fucking go, bitch. Let's fucking go. Yeah. I put water on my fucking face, kept my hair the way it is, and got to work.
Not much you can do.
No. So how's your week going, man? What planned out for you? What played out?
Dude, busy. I got a new sponsorship with a clothing company. Really solid clothing. You wouldn't like it because it's like more weeby stuff.
Oh, don't tell me it's a fucking skirt with anime. It's
like sweatshirts and shirts and
you have a promo code?
Make masks too. They sent me a sweatshirt and a mask. I think they're sending another sweatshirt. They were even helping me give away like 3 shirts. It's like that athletic type material, like that really nice material. So that's why I decided
like a fucking like a exercise shirt.
Yeah, like really nice material. So I was like, yeah, heck yeah. So
what company is it?
It's called Kyoken Clothing. Kaiokien Clothing.
What you call? I'll X Rabbit if he's familiar, because you know Rabbit, he'll fucking.
They would probably sponsor Rabbit too, but yeah, they make like really nice stuff and masks too. They sent me a mask. I don't know where it is.
Oh god.
But yeah, that's like my first sponsor. I think my first like ever like actual sponsor.
Dude, I remember fucking looking at old YouTubers back in the day when they would get sponsored by Hot Topic. I don't know if you ever knew a YouTuber that was sponsored by
Hot Topic and Totino's.
I mean, Totino's was like newer because that was like Nade Shot and like fucking like that was like towards the end
Everyone
of like.
used to clown on Nade Shot for being sponsored by Totino's.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Because I have Totino's in my fucking freezer right now. I don't give a fuck.
But it was the way he plugged it. Like, he would just be like in a video, he'd be like, all right, guys, I'll be right back. Gotta go throw my Totino pizza rolls also on discount at your local Walmart in my microwave. And then he would like
I mean, to be honest with you, I would probably do even more of a cornier fucking thing.
Yeah,
like if I was I would have a microwave on wheels if I was streaming. They'd be like, all right, guys, let's pop open some. But fucking,
I mean, yeah, you can't blame the dude.
But that's fucking great. Listen, but you could keep fucking keep reacting to those fucking hi-yas and
I'm really picky about sponsors too. Like a lot of like sketchy brands usually reach out. You know what I mean? And you probably get those emails too. Just people that are like, "Hi, please promote a router. It is very cheap and stable."
Jack, the only email I've ever gotten in my life from Raid Shadow Legends never answered back. So that's it. So.
Dude, actually, that was my first sponsor. It was one video for Raid Shadow Legends. They sponsor everyone.
Let me tell you something. They gave me a fucking rate of you do 3 videos for $100 each, and that's it. And I answered nothing back. So Raid Shadow Legends, go fuck yourself. Hope the mobile fucking scene crashes.
Raid Shadow Legends, I love you. Thank you for sponsoring.
That's it. Listen. The way I make money, I gotta work for it. No one's coming to me. No one's throwing me a bag.
Do you put your business email out there? Like, do you have it in your Twitter?
On my Twitter. On my Twitter.
What about YouTube?
Same thing. Actually, I think I did change it on my YouTube. I think I did. Because for the longest time, it was Vinny's. I remember when I made... This is a funny story. I remember when I made...
So Vinny got like a majority of...
No. View email address. It's the right one. I remember fucking... If you would go on YouTube, view email address, it would say like AR Unlimited 14 or something. And I always said to myself, how do I change this? How do I change the thing? Because this was a clan channel. Everybody knows by now. If they don't know, now you know. And... Matt had the AdSense, Vinny had the fucking thing, so I got everything under control. And I remember Vinny, I know Vinny likes to sometimes look and see how the fuck I'm doing. So, or even if he doesn't, I don't guess it just goes in the email. I remember the day I changed it. It said unlink these devices, and I unlinked Vinny's phone, unlinked Matt's phone, I unlinked everything. And I saw, the second I did it, I got an email. Samsung blah 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 is trying to gain access again, and it was Vinny. So I already know Vinny was probably at school or something. Like, the fuck? And they just clicked it, and I was like, nah, Vin, it's my. Listen, I gotta take full control over it now, man. I can't have no open doors. But no, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Anytime it comes to sponsorships like that, I'm like, listen, if it don't come to me, I think it's all about timing. I think it's all about time. I'm not good because you know what? I hate being that fucking person where
focus on sponsors.
Has no following and then only like Jack. These fucking people that do nothing and they promote their fucking Fortnite supporter code #ad and they're happy about it.
I think finding a balance between like putting out content and like looking for because a lot of people they get like one video to pop and then they're like, okay, we're gonna find like who can sponsor me? Like who can I promote?
Same
it's
thing.
Like, you gotta build a base that will support the item you're promoting before like chasing that sponsor.
How many times do you see that with merchandise?
Merchandise too.
How many?
For sure.
The biggest thing with me is I try to tell people all the time, and that maybe there's a good leeway for what I want to talk about my merch. Fucking the way I feel with always felt with sponsorships. And trust me, I've had quote unquote sponsorships when it was artificial gaming where it's just like put a link in the description. Well, I've got sent glasses. I don't know if there's a company called No Scope Glasses.
Really?
And it was that
were they gaming glasses?
You know those gaming glasses, like the yellow tint. Do I still have them? They're in my closet.
I always heard those didn't make a huge difference.
Really, no. So I go on. I saw them in my closet. They're called no scope glasses. So Artificial Gaming was the first one ever we ever got, and
you were like freaking hyped. You're like,
I call Matt. I call fucking Vinny. I said they're sending a pair of glasses. I fucking kept them. I know they wouldn't want to give a fuck about them. Actually, Vinny broke them. Didn't even tell me. There was a day where I go into my room. I see the glasses broken on the fucking floor. I'm like, what? My friends were here yesterday. Who the fuck broke my glasses? And even if they did break them, no one told me. No one would have told. I can't believe this came back to my head. No one fucking would have told me. No one told me when it happened. Why were you sneaks about it? But who knows?
Speaking of merch, I'm looking for a merch designer. So if anyone out there listening is looking to design merch,
what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have no idea yet, but I want to make something.
Zwanek.
Huh?
Zwanek.
Oh shoot!
Zwanek.
Big facts. I'll hit Zwanek up.
Come
actually,
on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's on your fucking speed dial by now.
Dude, because I don't know who likes preferring like designing merch as opposed to like logos and stuff.
Let me tell you something, Jack.
Tell me.
Wait, before we get to Leroy my merch, to finish what I was saying, always from the beginning of YouTube, I've always said to myself, do I want to be looked at as that person that has no following, has no platform, but just wants to put out a tweet? He sees every one of his big creators put out, like, or his favorite creators put out, like, new merch dropping tomorrow. They know no one's gonna fucking buy their merch, but they just want to post that tweet to say they've done that before, and to say they've put hashtag AD in their fucking tweets. They just want to do it. You know, I never wanted to be looked at as that person that says, ooh, new turbo sweatpants coming out, and no one even watches a video, you know?
And I think that's a bad, like, standard for people, because, like, a lot of smaller YouTubers, a lot of people that are just starting out, they're like, they see the ability to get affiliate with like a lot of companies where they'll let anyone have an affiliate code. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, 100%. Like, let me do it. But then like people see that in like lower view content, and they're kind of dissuaded by it because they're like, oh, like this.
Jack, there's plenty of people I've been on their channels and I've seen them in the first second of the video promoting. Okay, you want to see? Okay, fun fact: the only quote unquote sponsorship or whatever, like the code, whatever you get from a company, right? The first one that I'm actually getting paid for is the fucking Tim Hansen fucking promo code I have. The first one ever. I don't get fucking shit because you know what? It's what you call it. It's fucking who's I feel like who's gonna sponsor this? who's gonna sponsor this and what comes? Jack, they get a glimpse.
Turbo, if you pull in views, anyone will sponsor you.
They get a glimpse. They get a glimpse of episode 99. They're out. They're out, Jack. They are gone. Who the fuck would want? Okay, for Dove soap comes to me and says, "We love you. You wash your ass. We want to give you Dove soap." And they get a second in that podcast. They get a second in that podcast of us just saying, hanging from a light fixture while cum dripping down her leg, Jack.
Turbo, trust me, if you pull in views, you will be sponsored. Like, no matter what.
Also, Jack, I don't want to fucking deal with other people. I don't want to deal with anybody right now. Like, dealing with people.
You gotta chase the bag, Turbo.
I'll take the money, but I'm not gonna fucking...
Dude, if Tekashi 6ix9ine, who has been accused of being a pedophile and has been to prison, can get on like number 3 trending page on YouTube.
That's different, Jack. That's the music business. Anybody can drop a song and has a deal and make fucking money if they're like that. If they have that traction.
Man, if this man I think if that shows anything, that shows like anyone can basically get on trending, be sponsored, anything. Unless you've had some prior, like, I don't know, like you've been exposed for something. Even then, he was exposed for
Jack,
that.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. Just looking at me in this webcam right now, looking at what the fuck I got going on with my mop top right now, who would also want to sponsor the physical look of me? This is who we got representing our company. I'm like,
hi guys.
Come on, come on.
Hey man, listen, I'll tell you what, anyone will sponsor you, I promise. I'm pretty sure.
My email's open, but I'm also, like you said, I'm not chasing it. I'm not like, why the fuck am I not having it? I don't fucking care. I really don't. If it comes to me, it comes to me. It's my life. Everything happens for a reason. I'm still looking for a tattoo that represents that saying because I don't want the words on it. I just want.
But also, I think you get reached out to more if you do one, because prior to doing the Raid Shadow, I did the Raid Shadow Legends one through like a third party, like where you log into their website, they see your views.
That's who I think. That's who I think. I don't know if I want to get into me in terms of like the actual email, but it was from this lady Samantha that runs this company, and that's what Rabbit said to me because I know Rabbit always does them. So I said to Rabbit, is this legit? Because I wanted to make sure it was legit first. So he was like, who the hell knows? Because they do it by outsourced companies, and he told me that, and I was like, I got no clue. But I keep
it's hard to tell.
After like 2 weeks of nothing too, I even emailed back saying what's going on. But even so, Jack, and I'm very honest with you, even that, swear on my mother's life, reading the emails of the Raid Shadow and shit like that, I was like, okay, yeah, the money would be nice, but I swear to God, Jack, in my head, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable promoting Raid Shadow Legends has no area on my channel. I was honestly gonna decline and say I don't feel comfortable doing it. Jack, we talk about this all the fucking time. You're someone who's very PG and like does everything for the company.
No, from my opinion,
I'm someone who's just like, if it don't feel good with me and I'm not doing it, I ain't fucking doing it.
You shouldn't do you shouldn't do that.
That's why and I was already knowing the comments that were gonna come with the like Turbo sell out like Raid Shadow Legends. What the fuck?
No, you say that, but a majority of your audience, like I see ads on YouTubers I watch all the time that have nothing to do with their content. I'm like, oh, okay, that's sick. Like they're just doing that, and I like skip past the ad. But like I said, a majority of your audience, like more than you think, is like pretty chill with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And what I was gonna say, after I did the Raid Shadow Legends one, I think that like, I don't know if that puts you in a database or something, but as soon as I did that one, I got more and more emails. Like companies realize you're willing to do stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm very picky. Like this is the first one I've done since that, like months ago. But yeah, I think if I could give like one tip to people that are starting out on YouTube or like, you know, starting to kind of gain traction and stuff, don't just like get an email from someone and be like, yes, I will showcase you on my channel. Like check them out. Make sure you like their product. Make sure you like their, like, even before I did the raid ad, I downloaded the game. I was like, I want to make sure this isn't like a completely trash game. And I it's not a game that I was addicted to. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty sick. Like, I'll promote this. You know what I mean?
A big reason why I had those thoughts when I was reading the email was because I was reading it and I was also like, okay, I was like, now I'm thinking of the exact, because it was like they said 45 to 70 or whatever 60-second ad. So and I was like, okay. I was thinking about, you know, I would have to do something out of the fucking ordinary. So
like creative.
I was thinking about what the fuck I would want to do. And I swear to God, Jack, I was like, I don't know anything about this fucking game. I don't know anything about the company. I don't know anything about what the fuck goes on in the game. What the fuck would I do? I would feel fake promoting it. So I said to myself, and I swear to God, that's why I haven't continued to email back and forth with them. Because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because, and that goes back to our Patreon conversation. It always ends up with how I fucking think I'll be looked at if I do something, you know? And until this day, I already have a new thing where, I think I'll even, for the lucky people watching the show, I'll fucking announce it now. But fucking, like, I would always want to think of the viewers watching first besides the money. And you know it way too good where I could of course fucking need the money, but it's like, I feel like when I feel like when my time comes though, it's all gonna be fucking like rapid, and it's like that's what keeps me going every day, Jack. My time is yet to come, and when it does come, I'm going to be like, this is all of me gaining experience that motherfuckers don't have.
You know who I could see sponsoring you is Manscaped. I could see Manscaped sponsoring you.
I needed it.
Yeah, same actually. Manscaped is pretty pog. Yeah.
That or the fucking company that sponsors Steve Will Do It and the Nelk Boys. The fucking strips where you wipe it on your dick and you last longer and shit like that. Like those fucking, like, Jack, come on. But that's me though.
I've missed a lot of Nelk videos lately, actually.
Fleshlight. Those that I would love to be sponsored by. Joe Rogan was sponsored by Fleshlight in the beginning of it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's weird to think about how long Joe Rogan's been doing his podcast.
Dude, I
like
would fucking
so long.
Dude,
like how
I'm
long?
fucking-
Like 7 years or
I
something
think so.
crazy like that.
He's on episode 2000 something. I think. I don't know.
That's wild
I don't know.
to me, man.
I think he was. I think he's gonna be at 1500.
Dude, where will we be if we get to episode 1000?
Well,
oh my god.
I don't know. I mean, in 7. So okay, so 7 years. I'll be 26. 27, pretty much.
Well, okay, think about the jump between episode 0 and episode 100. Like how different it was. Now multiply that by 9 or 10, I guess.
I wish at that time I wish to have hopefully my own place.
But think of how much progress you've made in those 100 episodes. Like how you're established now.
Yeah, no,
I think it's cool to look back on, you know?
Yeah, that's what we pretty much did the whole episode of 100. Episode 100, pretty much did.
Basically, yeah.
But but like I was saying before though, with the people playing with me in the Patreon, my friend Matt, who was very drunk one night, looked at me, and I don't drink, so it was funny because my friends were playing beer pong, and Vinny was looking at me, and Vinny was like, "I'm happy we're gonna win because we have a sober person playing," and I'm like, "Vin, I don't know if we'll win, but we won fucking 3-0, but you know, it is what I got the fucking, you know, but so fucking so I'm sitting down, we're eating pizza, and all of a sudden, I go. And I'm talking about, Matt's actually talking to me about how my channel's been, you know, because, you know, it's funny how, you know, when I talk to Matt and Vinny, we go into a different pocket of conversation because we've all been through, we all tried to grow this channel at one point, all of us at one point. I want to say for a good year and a half, 2 years, it was kind of like a group of, pretty much like a clan trying to grow the channel.
Like a subsection of the group, yeah.
Yeah, and he was talking to me, and it was a crazy stat. It took 6 years for the channel to get to 10,000 subs, and only, I think, 3 months to get to 20K. And I told him, it's one huge help. Last Man Standing boosted the fuck out. Being involved with those peeps have been a fucking blessing. Just being out there and getting the word out of my name. Also growing who I am as a person, who I want to be as a creator. We got to the conversation of, because he watched the podcast, Matt, and he heard me say my Patreon struggles, and he goes, no, I get the paying thing, you feel iffy about it, and you feel like icky, you don't want to make people pay for shit like that, I get that, and he said, why don't do a test run of because a bunch of people could say, I want to play with you, but at the time comes, they won't be there, they won't show up, they won't be available, so he said, how about you do a test stream of so for the merch, I'm not going to announce the date of when the merch is going to be going on sale. However, I'm going to announce this. When the merch goes live, the first day I will be doing a 12-hour live stream. The first day it goes live, I'll be doing.
Wait, are you going to be the one streaming
by
the whole
myself?
Time?
By myself, 12-hour live stream by myself.
Dude, I've done a couple 12 hours. It's rough, buddy. It is rough.
Food and beverages will definitely be among this whole fucking room. Like, you
better get a nice night's sleep
fuck
beforehand,
yeah.
too.
Oh fuck yeah. What you call it?
Rough.
What you call it? So I'm probably gonna do it. Well, I'm probably gonna do it at a good time. I'm probably gonna like start at like afternoon, and then just go like
I think that's around the time that I would usually
I just
start,
ended at midnight. So at least it's not like fucking 5 in the morning. Sun's coming up, and like, dude, the 24-hour live stream. So last year was the first year I did merch to kind of test out who would buy merch, who's a loyal, sexy bastard, and it went great, and we sold a lot of shirts, and fucking, we did a 24-hour live stream, me, Vinny, Matt, Joe, and Jagger. We had 6 people, 6 shifts. It was kind of easy, but that feeling of when you have one person sleeping on your bed, you got another person sleeping in the fucking living room, you have one person sitting there half dead, almost going to sleep because the shift's next, and
it makes you more tired.
And then you have the sun coming up, and you're like, and you just feel like shit. You feel like human garbage. It's disgusting. But this time around, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour live stream, and in that live stream, whoever buys as an incentive, whoever buys a piece of their merch and shows me the receipt as proof, you get into a list, and that's how you get in the game with me in open lobby. So
that's going to be a long list. I feel like
if the fucking merch is successful, Jack the Bus. Well, that's people watching during the stream. But only the people, of course, because the people watching the stream will know what's going on. If I just post the website link in the Twitter that day and someone buys it but they're not watching the stream, they're not gonna know what to do. So if people watching the stream buys the merch, show me the receipt, I'll put you in a big list, and everybody on that list, because we're gonna have time, everybody on the list is going to be getting in the game with me, Zombies, from PC to PS4, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then after that, if I see who really would want to play with me, then I would probably do something in my Discord, like trivia stuff, because still to this day, Jack, I know that my father tells me this. He goes, Turbo, I feel like there's so many ways you could be making money, but you're just not doing it. And I'm like, yeah, because
I agree with your father.
I'm like, yeah, because the way you were to make money, I feel like I'm jipping people out. I feel like I'm like who would want? I'm not making anybody pay to play with this. I'm not anyone special. But they're not playing
with you anyways. So why not give them the opportunity to?
What do you mean?
So, like, if you're not playing with your fans...
No, I mean, like, if it was through a Patreon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, I just... Like, in any other situation,
if I were to do a Patreon, if I were to do a Patreon, it would be for extra crazy content. Not for somebody just to hop into a lobby with me.
Then you could look at it. But then you're using different logic there, because you're saying in one sense, why am I making them pay to play with me?
They're gaining something with that. They're not gonna. Right. I mean, okay. I remember gaining like happiness if I were to play with Reed or something, or a YouTuber at that time. I would gain something, but I'm not them. I know my worth, and I know who the fuck. I stare at it.
You think you're not worth it yet?
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay. And that's what I mean by also sponsorships too. Like if I would have a sponsorship now, I feel like I'm not worth it. You feel like it'd
be weird, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the same thing with the email. I was like, I don't.
But at what point do you cross that threshold where you go, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
100K.
But what if you're pulling like mad views before that? You know what I mean? Like you're pulling pretty solid views right now.
I mean, yeah, but just for the first not even a year, I've been pulling these numbers. However, if I were to pull those crazy numbers you're saying, whatever you have in your head, those numbers will get me to 100K faster. Then I'd be at 100K. So you're
saying once you hit 100K, you'll feel more comfortable doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't think of it. I was like, once I hit 100K, I'm gonna think I'm this fucking macho. No. Once I hit 100, I'm not gonna be like, was it 100K? I'm the fucking shit. What the fuck? No, sell out. I'll be more open to like stuff, that. And Jack, what you go? Me and you have so many personal conversations, stuff that many people don't know. I could 100% use an extra fucking 10 or whatever the fuck. I could 100% use that. However, there's just still something in my head, and reason why Queen's a big inspiration to me, because I've seen their documentary, I've seen what they had to go through. I feel like what you put out there speaks louder than whatever is in your pocket. That's what I feel 110%. Like I'm gonna sound like a fucking crazy fan here, but I am. 1975, when Queen was making the Night at the Opera album, they had zilch. You would think they had money. You would think they had fucking money and shit, but guess what? They had nothing because they ended up getting robbed. They ended up having, they didn't take opportunities that other bands did. They didn't play the small pubs and clubs that gave them the extra cash like you would look at as a patron, as the supportive revenue. They didn't do that because they felt like, okay, our work is first and what we produce is what matters most. And look what happened to them. And I feel like it always works out that way. Comedy being that way in the business, where you being a stand-up comic and you struggling for years, and then that one sudden month could be a crazy break for you, and all those years of work mean something. I close my eyes almost probably
once. You kind of had a small break. I mean,
with the Last Man Standing series, that is the first major break that has ever come to my channel and to me, 110%. But and then we go back to what I was saying. Well, like many podcasts ago, when the comments of Tim made you. Tim hasn't made my cock, Jack the Bus. All the work that you have, Johnny, plus Johnny
can make my. Go on.
I mean, he can do whatever. But we have how many? We have how many people collab with him? Plus Johnny, we got Conjure, we got Chicken Sniper, we got Zwenik, we got a Fat Man. We got a ton of people. But for some reason, and I'm blessed for it because my sexy bastard is now my family, but for some reason, more and more people come to me when I collab, when I do whatever with that group than other people. Why is that? For all the past fucking work, they can go back and say, oh, this kid's legit. He's not just posting a video and just showing up once a week and that's it. How many times we bust balls with Johnny saying, John, what the fuck are you doing with your channel, John? I could show you.
Dude.
Jack?
I just want to put a camera in Johnny's house to see what he does on a daily basis.
By the way,
I want to live a day through Johnny's eyes,
dude. So I don't look like I'm talking out of my ass all the time on the podcast, and I mean everything I say. Here's what I fucking said to him. You ready? Here's what I fucking say
to Johnny.
When was this? Here we go. You see, I'm very happy. So I go, what you call it? I go, you happened on Discord with Tommy tonight? He goes, I was asleep. I'm like, animal. I'm like, can you go live, daddy? And he goes, are you moved in? I'm like, yeah, still gotta unpack a couple things and stuff. But I was bored, and I said to myself, you know what? A Plus Johnny stream would keep me busy. So you should stream more, John. All truths, no lies. He goes, about to record. I'm like, is it going to be live? He said, not tonight. I'm like, so here's what you should do. Wednesday and Fridays, you stream. And maybe Fridays, you low-key get fucked up off camera. And then you start, just the easy things up a little bit. And then call it Johnny After Dark. Not to mention any substance. Just stream a bit late. 8, 9-ish, whatever. FBI, don't sue me. LMFAO, possibly. I think I'm gonna be your manager, John. He goes, okay. I'm like, fuck yeah. He goes, no rev split, though. I'm like, of course not. I'm like, the real profit is getting you to show the world your talent, and that's not me.
He's so funny.
And I said this. I said, the real profit is getting you to show the world your talent, and that's me. That's not me busting your balls. LMAO, but all seriousness, I think about it a lot. The world needs a dose of Plus Johnny. He goes, currently crying on Discord. And he goes, don't want them to overdose though. I'm like, of course, all in moderation. He goes, okay, Mr. Manager, what do I need to do? I'm like, nothing now, my beautiful gypsy slave. All I'm saying is, Plus Johnny better be heating up coming this summertime. I want to see nips out and you getting sweaty while Bruno's barking in the background. He goes, this is hot. And I said,
people obviously like him too, because I mean, he can post once a month and people will still come back to him.
So just to get back to what I was saying, to show you I'm not fucking lying when I have these fucking talks, the fucking main thing I say to myself is this whole fucking growth, the reason why people are staying on my channel is because they see the experience I've gone through. They see the fucking work I put in throughout the years. And this could easily be Plus Johnny's position as well if he kept doing shit. This could easily be, and this is not me talking about anybody bad who collabed with him. I'm just saying, you have to ask the question, why am I growing like this? When a ton of other people.
Johnny may not even want to do YouTube. I mean, we just think he's really funny too.
We may be pushing it on him. He probably is over it. I think we're the parents that are pushing fucking a doctor
Our
school,
kid into
a medical school. Yeah,
med
school.
We're
pushing John to medical school. He doesn't. He may want to work in fucking construction, YMCA up in this bitch, but we want him to do YouTube. But no, I mean, I just say that all the time because. I say to myself, this is a whole big story for me to link to one thing, but, I say the thing about the YouTube and the Patreons and the linking stuff because I say to myself, this growth and this big, excursion of followers finding me on YouTube has come, of course, to The Last Man Standing, but Tim even said it when we were recording for Tim's video that hasn't come out yet. He's doing another big video. He even said, he goes, yeah, people gotta mix up all the time. I found you, meaning he found me. I found you dressed up as Freddie Mercury, and I said, there's something about this kid. I gotta have him on my fucking videos. So, if I never had that spark in me before that, and am I losing you? Do you get it? Or am I losing you?
I know. We're just like circling the same thing here over and over.
Yeah,
again.
I know, because I feel like I'm losing you. But what you call it? That's exactly why I say when it comes to time when I feel like it's right to do a bunch of stuff, I feel like it will be because of the work I've done from years ago, not because of just like I feel like I want to make another fucking $1,000. You know?
You know who I've been watching a lot lately and kind of like listening a lot to is Mr. Beast. Do you ever watch him?
No, I don't watch Mr. Beast.
Even if you're not like a fan of him, I think
I'm
it's
not a fan of Mr. Beast. But if you know me, if you got money, we get it. You got money. Every fucking video is like, hey, you're here. Money. I'm like, I have no money, so I get depressed, so I shut it off. I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear about money all day.
Very intriguing because he basically spends like his whole budget every video. And by budget, I mean like he probably spends like that month's like revenue in one video. And I find that very intriguing because, you know, like most people would hold on to that much money, but he made a second channel. He gives away like 10 grand every single video, like 10 grand to the winner of every single video.
I wouldn't want to watch that though. I wouldn't want to like.
I find that very interesting because that's like his number one advice to people is to reinvest. Like that's what he did from the very beginning is reinvested in himself. Like every time he made money from a video, he took all of that money and put it into the next video, like invested in the next video. That's so scary to me because like you're always on the verge, like what if the next video flops? You know what I mean? I find that very intriguing. So I've been kind of trying to follow that lately is to invest in yourself and that's why a lot of like YouTubers also do have these extra sources is because they take that money, they put it into giveaways, they put it into videos like back in their community. It's not just like you pocket the money or you put it towards, you know, and something else, I don't know, food.
You know what it is also? I close my eyes thinking, God willing, I get to that point where I do have fuck you money and I'll be like, in my videos, what would I do? That'll probably be me. That'll probably be me. I'm just saying right now I don't watch it because I get depressed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see all these people with fucking money and I'm like, that's gonna be me one day, but it's not now, so fuck it, I'm gonna watch it.
But he's like, a lot of the times when he gives it away, it's to people who need it. You know what I mean? Like, it's very generous.
Yeah, I know, but I don't
know. I find that whole thing very
when you
interesting.
don't have money and you're watching someone with a lot of it, no matter if they're giving it to Mary Lou who's homeless on the fucking street. They're always
gonna exist. Like really rich people are always gonna exist. You know, like there's no reason to. I
don't hold tabs on them.
But also the reason I find it like, I don't know, inspiring is because you go back and watch Mr. Beast's old videos. It was like set up
didn't
like
he
our
get famous
videos.
by doing the whole fucking the counting from 1 to something.
Oh, he did like counting to 1,000,000, watching It's Everyday Bro for 10 hours straight. He did like really wacky stuff.
What did he do before that?
If you look at his, he did like COD videos, but if you look at his setup, it was like ours. Like it's just like a casual setup. He had like one like monitor. He was like in his bedroom. You know, like I find that like inspiring to see like the levels he's grown to, where he has staff that works for him. He has editors. He has an entire place where he just records stuff. You know,
I think you and me get inspired differently.
Why?
I think you get inspired by seeing someone. I don't know, because I get
inspired seeing someone that's all the way like not at the bottom because like he has a house, he has a computer and stuff.
Yeah.
But to see how far people go and like improve themselves.
No. And that way, yes, that way the same message. That of course, seeing someone who had nothing and get to something. That of course, that message, of course, I love. Like you watch them and you continue to watch them. Me, and I've done this with, I don't know, I've done this with merchandise when I loved Optic and I loved, you know, YouTubers. I always said to myself, Turbo, like for example, if you loved the YouTube, you would have bought their merch, right? If you would have bought their merch, if you liked their merch.
It takes a lot in me to buy YouTuber merch.
But you have like, though.
I'm very specific. Yeah, I have.
But if you like their merchandise and you're a fan of them, you buy them and you'll wear them and you represent them.
Dude, yeah, I could love a YouTuber, but if their merch design isn't clean, I won't get it. Like that's why I put so much focus.
Of course, but you had the idea. But okay, here's what I'm trying to say though. You don't immediately say I'm not buying it. You take a look at it first, and you see if you buy it. You would buy YouTuber merch. Me. Difference between me is I'm in my head so much, and I'm so much of a planner where you know me, I'm fucking crazy. So this could also be a Turbo. You're just fucking crazy. You're fucking weird. I all the time go, okay, now if I was in your shoes, Mr. Beast, right? I don't watch Mr. Beast. I don't see what he does. In my head, though, I just say, okay, just time to work to get to him. Time to work to get to that level. Just time to do it. Just time to keep on grinding. That's fine. Okay, you'll be there. You ain't going nowhere. I'll mute you and I'll start communicating. And this is for everyone. I'm using Mr. Beast as an example, but I've used this with comedians like Sebastian Maniscalco, Dave Chappelle, Andrew Dice Clay, tons of comedians. I watch them, still do. However, I don't like. Oh, I need to know. Like, I don't. All I say is, okay, let me shut my mouth, block them out. When I get to them again and I talk to them and I get to show them again, is when I'll be at that level. And then that's when I'll feel comfortable. Going back to the merch, I never bought an Optic jersey, never bought a YouTuber's fucking merch, never bought...
So you're saying you should be more of your own person.
I always said to myself, why would I want to represent someone else's like success where I'm so working hard and like so fucking like the walls up in my head so much to be like, only merch I want to represent is mine. That's the only merch I want to do it.
I think you have to find a balance because they were in that position that you're in where you're trying to sell merch to people and get them to represent you. I think you have to find a balance of, yeah, you got to be your own person, but there's other people exactly like you that are like trying to grind for the same thing. I
don't say I have no respect for them. I'm not saying I don't fucking...
No, yeah, I know, but it's not like one way or the other, where one way you have to like fanboy over a YouTuber and like buy everything they have.
No, I know.
Or the opposite, where you're just like, I'm gonna just do my own thing.
I guess it's a weird like fighter fucking in me, like that, like a little fucking like fighter thing in me, where it's like you're not gonna represent your competition's jersey or whatever the fuck. Is in my head, I look at all as competition.
Everyone as a competitor.
I look at all as competition.
That's unfortunately how YouTube goes too. Like,
and to be honest with you, I don't think I would be here today if it wasn't for that mentality. Jack, if I just explained to you where I was at 2017, 2018, I legitimately had it in my head at all fucking times, why the fuck does that person have the attention and they're doing squad douche and I'm doing this? Why is everybody raving about that when I feel like I'm doing something so crazy? And then that turned into, okay, I'm starting to gain traction. How do I keep myself humble and say, Turbo, now's not the time to be like, you know what? I have 2 people watching my streams. Merch, let's go. I can't fucking... How do you keep that so fucking strong?
Yeah.
And I've always had that head down, nose down, don't give a fuck about... Well, in some ways that...
It's hard to as well. Like, especially growing as a YouTuber. I used to have that mindset too. Like, back whenever I didn't like Pac, you know, I would see his streams. I'd be like, you know, why are people watching this? Like, this is baloney.
Jack,
but that's such a waste of time.
There's still a ton of people that I go and I say to myself, how?
It's a waste of time because people are gonna watch. Like, people are gonna watch what they want to watch. There's no point in wasting time being like, oh, why would they watch them and not me? You know, like, you have to humble yourself.
It's not changing nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not changing a single thing. You just have to work on yourself. Don't worry about other people. If they want to do what they want to do, they're going to get viewers. Why would they stop doing that? You know what I mean? I
still remember a point in my life where I was this close to just quitting, doing nothing, because I said to myself, what more can I do? Like,
Everybody gets to that point.
What more can I fucking do to pretty much do this? And I remember in the beginning...
You know what? We'll get to that point again. You and I will both get to that point again. We'll be like...
Oh, no, yeah.
Well,
oh, fuck
100%. It happens like a couple times a year. 100%.
Like I was saying to myself, you know, I even said to myself after Last Man Standing season 1, I said to myself, okay, this is a wake up call also to see how I grow without a Last Man Standing season being out. And to be honest with you, Jack, really wasn't much of a difference. I almost hit 20K when there was no more Last Man Standing out.
It's because you're riding off the momentum of it and people are still watching.
And I said to myself, if I can do that, I said that my fucking theory of they coming for me is a real fucking thing because I don't have people, and I'm very, very lucky with my sexy bastards that they just go and they on my Discord. I get that level of the time where I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm like that's very like reassuring to me. I'm very happy where everybody's telling me do Last of Us, do this, do that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm starting to see myself leaving that only Call of Duty cycle, only that fucking, like, only zombies, only this, I'm not gonna watch if you don't do this. I'm getting out of that. Like, this podcast gets over 1,000 views pretty much almost every episode. We're not talking about, have we talked about COD once? No. So it's like,
that's crazy to me, just thinking back to old podcasts where it would hit like 30 views. And that was what you call it.
And that goes back to the whole entire thing. Like when we were doing great example, doing the podcast from the beginning and then going on and seeing other podcasts do other stuff and them growing and they're just talking like this. And then, you know, how's the weather? The clouds are really getting nice in my area like that. And we were like, how the fuck are people watching them and listening to them? But I had to say, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna make ours fucking better no matter what the fuck. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna keep doing it. And I'm gonna be very honest with you, I have no clue how we got to this conversation, but you know what? I like that we did have this.
But we spiraled like a live stream podcast. I feel like we spiral a lot harder into topics during live stream.
I feel like also you and me are like in the same boat
yin yang.
In the same boat as trying to just grow a channel and growing stuff. Like you and me have the same mindset of what the fuck you like different end goals, but different. At the same time,
very different.
Yeah. Everyone else I talk to is like ends up us having to convince them to keep doing YouTube or having to talk to someone about why they quit. Or like you and me, we constantly are just on, okay, we're still going, we're still grinding. All right, good. All right, let's go. That's it. Like you and me never had a conversation like besides like whatever, like some fucking like the night discussions of what like stressful times. But we never had talks of like, I'm thinking of quitting. We never had thoughts of like, I think I want to change my, you know, I want to delete what Red Austin's doing right now. We never had those conversations. Pretty much everyone, I can think of everybody I've had those conversations with in my friend group. So it's like, it's a very, you said yin and yang
Just made me motivated, yeah.
It's
hard to stay motivated, man. Like 24/7. Like once you finish a video and you realize you have to start working on something else as soon as you finish that, it's daunting at first.
I have this merch launch. After the merch launch, I got nothing. So it's back to the fucking drawing board. But I kind of like that too because I feel like when I'm too into something, it's also like all right, like I'm sick of it now. Like if I tell you the amount of like fucking headaches I've had with manufacturers, with this merch, with I can go. This could be another hour fucking podcast of the headaches I've had with this fucking merch. But and like I said too, like you said, motivation and keeping yourself going. I could have easily said, you know what, fuck this. I'm just doing fuck the merch. Like I'm gonna figure something else. I could have used coronavirus as an excuse just to not do merch at all. But I said to myself, I was like, you know what, Turbo? Like I had such a bigger goal in mind for this merch sale because last year was my first sale. Only 2 colors, 1 shirt. That's it. 1 logo. Just Turbo 1. That's it. And I said, okay, second year, gotta go bigger. Gotta go strong. Even though it is gonna be bigger and better, I wanted it to be bigger. Huh?
Did you pick a distributor? Like who you're gonna do it through?
This time I'm going through a website now because the manufacturing just
it's a headache, right?
Yeah, no. So good, and then I would have to ship everything. A lot of headaches taken away helped. A lot of headaches is being taken away from me, which I'm happy for. But you know. I right now, today I'm doing the photo shoot. Like I don't have to do a photo shoot and shit for a merch sale. I don't, but this is what I enjoy. I love to do it, and I love to tell the fucking story of the merch. And It's what you call, what you call it, it's a never, I told my mom this yesterday, it's a never ending process. Like every week it's something else. Another week it's something else. You wake up, you get a DM from this person, your Wednesday is taken care of. You wake up on Wednesday, you get a DM for your Friday to be filled up. It's just, it's so fucking, like, it's great.
I think that's where a lot of the stress comes from too.
But guess what though? Yeah, but guess what though? If I weren't doing this for a month, I would miss it though. I would miss the fuck out of it because this is my life. Entertaining people, besides comedy or whatever, entertaining people is my life. Making people entertained and leaving them from their whatever darkness for an hour or 2 hours, that's my fucking life. You know?
It's so frustrating how you both love and hate content creation at the same time because it's so stressful not knowing what your next week is going to be like, but at the same time you miss it if you don't do it.
Yeah. I just told my dad, this is fucking funny. I just told my dad this, 2 days ago, and I'm dying laughing because, Jack, what is the one sentence that you say pretty much every fucking week? If it has to do with like planning and scheduling, what is one fucking thing that you say almost every week that maybe you don't, but I do?
I don't know. What?
You always say, I'll get back to you. I'll see what I got going on. I don't know how my week's looking. I'll get back to you. I'll see what I got going.
Oh, so you're a big deal.
I may be Jack, if you're doing something, if you're fucking, what you call it, if we were doing the Doki Doki videos, right, and we were doing it on those days, we were recording at those hours, and somebody else asked me to do something during those hours, well, what would you fucking say? I'll see what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing that thing. I'll see. I told my dad texted me, do you want to see if I can book us a tea time for Sunday? How many times, Jack, do I tell you when we were trying to plan this? How many times did I say, you want to do it Sunday? And you were like, that's Father's Day. You want to do it on Father's Day? I told my dad, when he texted me, you want to do something for Father's Day?
I'll have to get back to you.
I text him, I'll see what I'm doing.
I'll have to check with my secretary, actually.
I'm so used to just saying I'm not sure. Because every week I write a schedule for what I'm doing. I write the times. I write when I'm doing
father just wants to spend time with his
my
son,
dad,
and he gets sent to the shadow realm.
And my dad just goes, KK. Like, he didn't know what to say, and I felt so bad. And then later on that night, I was like, wait a minute. That's what... It's Father's Day. I just told my father... I pretty much told my father, go fuck yourself on Father's Day.
Going golfing on Saturday.
I knew you were probably golfing on Saturday. I told my dad why
we're doing something else like with him, but it's a surprise.
So I can go golfing. No golf courses are officially open in New York, and we're probably gonna go to Jersey if we were to play. There's no golf courses that are open in New York. However, we can hop the fence of one of the golf courses in Brooklyn, and that's what we're probably gonna. We could if we wanted to.
NYPD right here.
Yeah, there's no flags no flags on the green. I think no holes even open on the green. But we just hop the fence, and then I never done it. My father keeps saying, "You want to hop the fence?" I'm like, "No, Dad, I'm not hopping the fucking fence."
And that's weird because you would think that golf courses would be like the first thing to open.
That's the game for social distancing.
Right? Yeah. You're supposed to stay away from people.
You know how much I hate it though when we get paired up, because I forget that it's all about time and how they can just get people going on the course. They don't care if you want to play by yourself. They pay you up with people. Right. I forget so many fucking times where like I'm in no mood to fucking talk to people, and I get paired up with Jerry and Jim, who's wearing the khakis, and they have
I've never gone alone for
they
that
have their
reason.
ball cleaners, and I'm like, well, it's me and my dad, so they either pair us with another person, so it's 3 or 2,
really?
so it's 4. Yeah.
See, the place that we go to, if you have 2, you don't have to get paired with anyone.
Yeah, because we get paired because it's all about fucking time, and so it's not
like
a long...
pushing in as many people as possible.
Yeah, because if there's a pair of 4 ahead of us, and there's only 2 people playing behind them, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why can't we go in front of them? So they try to do it the best way they can, and I remember every single time I get my ball about to go on the first tee, and then my dad goes, this is Mark. I'm like... Hi, Mark. Hi. Okay. Hi.
Hello, Mark. I know you're gonna judge every shot from now on, Mark.
Because in my head I'm like, they're probably looking at me like, oh, this is like a young prodigy. Is he like a young tiger?
Scrub.
Even though, Jack, my fucking drives are fucking bing, Jack.
I bet I destroy you.
My drives are fucking amazing. However, once I'm at the green, I can't do shit.
Putting is the most. If you've never golfed ever. There is something so incredibly frustrating about putting that is like unexplainable. Yeah. There's like golf is such a calm sport, but when you miss a putt, it's like the most like inner demon rage fills up inside of you. Like, I don't think
you and your dad would last like 9 holes at a Brooklyn or like a New York golf course, or if you get paired with people like me and my dad, because me and my dad, like, we don't give a fuck. Like I'll walk there, I'll walk to the golf course like this, shorts and a t-shirt. I don't give a fuck.
Too. No, I don't get dressed up or anything. I look like a scrub.
And dude, last time I played golf was my birthday, September 15th. Last time I played was my birthday, and I go where me and my dad play. Like we bet, like we pretty much play who beats like each hole. We don't do a score. We do like each hole. So like, if you beat me on this hole, that's 1. If you beat on that hole, it's 2. So I ended up beating him. However, it was tied for the last hole. Or I think it was tied for the last hole because I had the same stroke as him. My fucking pitching wedge, I kept fucking like chunking it and I couldn't get the fucking ball up. I needed Viagra. So I go and I fucking I hit the last throw on my pitching wedge. It kind of rolls to the green anyway. On the 3rd hit, I fucking take the fucking pitching wedge, I fucking bend it, I snap it. I'm like, motherfucking game, fuck it. And everybody's looking at me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, fuck this. I snap I literally take the club, I just mush it down so the metal bends. I fucking mush it, and I'm like, fuck this fucking game, fuck this. I throw it, and my dad's like, wait, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, let the other person find it. Who gives a fuck?
Dude, that's how it is, though. Like, I used to play with my uncle, and he, like, missed a putt, and he just took his putter and chucked it, like, across the fence onto the railroad. My dad threw fucking clubs. Okay, the only place I don't get mad at is if we're at the range. Like, if we're at the range, I'm fucking stuff up. I don't give a fuck. My father, though, if he wants to get a club right, like, I'm gonna get my fucking hybrids good today. I'm gonna fucking use my hybrid. I'm gonna finally get my hybrids down. I'm gonna fucking do it. Yeah, no, I'm less official than that, yeah.
And then when he fucking, like, tries to get it and he doesn't get it, he goes, fuck you, fucking motherfucker, fuck you. And he never fucking practices putting. Yeah. He never practices chipping. He doesn't I love the short game. The short game, I just sit there, I'm like, I chip and that's it. He just the fucking big swings, the fucking big. My father has a baseball swing because we both come from baseball first. So anybody who plays baseball first is gonna have that initial fucking just want to swing. He has that baseball swings where he thinks he's fundamentally doing things right, but he just comes fucking back and ding, he hits it good. Yeah. But dude, like half the time it's like
I put with my sister's boyfriend who's like this really buff dude. He drives with a pitching wedge. That's how hard he hits it. He doesn't know how to control it. This man drives with a pitching wedge. I know, but you know what? I don't believe I could never be a professional golf player. I cannot imagine playing golf for money on the line.
Yeah, but the
most stressful thing I could ever think of. If you don't play golf, I feel like we sound like psychopaths to people that have never played golf before.
They're probably like, and they're probably like, it's just a fucking boring sport. How the fuck do you even play golf?
Yeah,
I can't
golf, dude.
Yeah, it is something about golf. It is, and I never thought in a million fucking years I would play golf, but I just did. And knowing me that I can't fucking keep quiet, and it's such a like the thing you said professionally, I would never be able to play because you ever see them like if their ball gets stuck in the woods and the fucking crowd is just behind them and they're like, all right guys, back up, and if somebody says something, I'll fucking start cursing them like, hey, fucking jerk off, the fuck you doing? Just fucking swing at them like you're in my fucking way. Like I would never be so quiet and being like, okay, even though this guy stepped on my ball and lost me 20 G's, I'm not gonna get mad. I'd be like, your mother's ass, you fucking jerk. Yeah, no.
And then whoever you're golfing with, you have a bad shot, they're like, oh, it's okay. It's like, yeah, I know it's okay. It's all okay. We're just playing golf. We're having fun.
I used to get so mad. Jack, when I used to be serious about golf, like I thought whatever the fuck I was going to be doing in my life.
Pro?
Yeah. I remember where my father would end up saying, "I'm gonna fucking leave." Like, what? Stop acting like a fucking lady. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And because I would get so pissed. The instructor told me to do it because I used to go to like the fucking kid camps and shit. Like the fucking
Same, yeah. I had an instructor.
Yeah, I used to do all that shit, and the fucking there was. Of course, I have this story. My instructor was an Australian guy who had 9 fingers. His pointer finger was cut off, and he always wore this fucking big ass hat. So.
Oh my god! I feel like that. Wait, his which finger?
I think it was his. Yeah, I think.
Dude, that'd be so hard to gulp like that.
That nub does the trick.
Oh my god!
But fucking no. I mean, golf is a fucking sport. I used to fucking get so mad. I used to watch the fucking Golf Network and fucking try to get my ball.
I would watch the
to
Masters
fucking.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, I would watch the if like major players are playing just to see how the fuck they do what they do. I'll fucking watch a little bit of it, but I would never sit down for a 6-hour golf tournament and be like, oh look, it's the bottom. That's the back 9. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I just don't.
Dude,
care.
I don't know how like professional.
Show me how much they made, and that's all I care about.
They do an 18-hole course 3 days in a row for like big tournaments. Dude, that's exhausting. How do you do that? Like I get tired doing like a 9-hole. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy.
Oh, we all are. We're all lazy. God bless. Good dab. I mean,
God.
I don't know. Is that a 100 Thieves shirt?
No, this is a Naruto shirt.
I think it said 100.
No, Biju Hunters, baby.
But what you call it? That was a good rant. I don't know what the fuck. To be honest with you, that whole rant we did, that whole rambling thing, don't know what the whole point was. But hey, I'm happy we did.
How we get to golf? Father's Day.
Happy we had it. What else? I just want to bring this up very, 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 very fast. Probably has no place in this podcast, but I just wanted to bring it up. What happened this past week? And what you call it? You probably like Turbo. Why we? I won't end it on this one. But I wanted to bring it up because it goes to show, and I wanted to actually, and we cut that whole rambling part. Literally was about us talking about keep going and being strong on social media and what we do. My friend Chris, well, I say friend, like those people, those kids who you grew up with, but you lost contact after like junior high school, but you still grew up with them and you consider them in your head like a friend you had. My the kid Chris, he used to live on top of Vinny's house. When I would go to Vinny's house every day after junior high school, we would play almost every fucking day. I knew him, his brother, sister. He passed away, this kid Chris, from assumed to be not intentional heroin overdose.
Wow.
Fucking heroin.
That's wild.
So I wanted to bring this up to kind of get like the theme of this, and the reason why I brought it up is because one, it's just so crazy. Even though this had nothing to do with it, but like my friend Dante a couple years ago passed away. This kid Chris passes away. Even though Dante didn't do it on social media, it goes to show like. I know Chris, and I know what he was going through, and he was going through depression, and that's why I'm not the overdose part, which is of course sad, but I wanted to talk about the depression part, because he was trying to be a rapper, and he was doing music and stuff like that. A big thing, and my friend Joe, he used to produce for this rapper, that pretty much quit because he said he had to take a break because his ego, whatever the hell. Social media in 2020 has been doing, I feel like, so much more bad for people or in the world than good.
Not even 2020. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say long since like Instagram, Twitter.
It's just really bad this year with like toxic, like just toxicity.
You see people, and not even this instance, you hear people committing suicide. This wasn't intentional, but you hear people committing suicide on over social media. Cyberbullying. Like once cyberbullying became big, that's when suicide started going on. And I just want to say, anybody watching out there, and I know people who that take what goes on in social media to the extent where they have no real life friends. So their social media friends are their only friends, and God forbid one of them fucks with them or busts their balls, whatever the hell, or just turns on them and just doesn't like them no more. That's everything for that person. So that person's going to go into a deep depression, anxiety, wanting to commit suicide. It's just so crazy. And I just wanted to get like your opinion, because I've had times where I went on Twitter or social media where I saw something from my real life friends or whatever the fucking, and my heart suddenly drops, and your day is instantly different. Your day just changes instantly. So like, what have anything in your life, Jack, that you've been through on social media that you were kind of like, yeah, this gotta fucking like, this isn't good. I know you took a break recently, but I'm not sure if it was anything because of serious. But like anything where you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I've known people that have like committed suicide, like you said, because of like people just on social media and stuff, and it attributed to it. Yeah, you said I took a break. I deleted Twitter off my phone like a week ago, and I haven't reinstalled it just because I realized that every time I would get on Twitter or something on my phone, just like to pass the time, I would get off of it like upset or angry, like. I would never get off of it and feel better. And then I thought to that triggers the thought of like, why do I have this habit then of getting on so often?
I tell my mom all the time. It just makes me
feel bad every time I get on it, you know? Like, what's the point?
I tell my mom all the time, like, Ma, it's so crazy how some stuff that usually would bring people to like laugh or just like have joy, for some reason always gets me fucking mad. And it's funny, because like, you know, when I get into rants, I'm not actually really mad, but I have emotions towards that feeling, and it could go looked at as being hatred or being mad. I sometimes get into these like rambles in my head where I'm just like, this fucking kid, fuck this fucking jerk off, fuck him, what the fuck?
Yeah, like you get so upset and then you spend your time.
But you're not mad, you're not physically like fuck, but in your head, you just keep saying those thoughts like, what the fuck the kid do?
It takes those space. So yeah, that's why I've been trying. I bought a book. I started reading like during like the time whenever I would usually like go sit on my bed and like scroll through social media. I'll go like, I don't know, I'll go like eat something, hang out, talk to my parents. I'll read a little bit. Like, it's just, you have to recognize to yourself, you know, what it does for you.
Yeah, and I know.
I remember back in the day, like I used to love Instagram. I would get on and be like, yo, like Jimmy's doing this today. That's freaking sick. And then I would get off. But it doesn't feel like that as much anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's because I'm on it so often. Like I still get on Twitter on my computer, but I don't know if it's because I've been using Instagram and all that for so long, but it's just, it's toxic now. I don't know why.
You know, and I pretty much can assume that, you know, a lot of, you know, what made him just struggle with those drugs and just get into those drugs has to be depression from social media and whatever, but his family, whatever. But it's like, I just wanted to bring up the point where it's like, I think definitely, you know, in the world, that has to be like these kids who grow up and they're 7 years old with a fucking iPhone. You know, it's like, listen, I don't know what my sister's gonna do with my nephew Cash, but if I ever have a kid or something, I am not letting them go into the deep side or the dark side. Even though it's hard now with technology, it's hard to keep your kids away from that stuff. It's just like, you can be in school on the laptops and then boom, go on fucking whatever. But it's like, you know, you go on, you know, I remember from the longest time, you know, my cousins being little and on iPads and shit, and I'm like, well, you don't even know what you're doing.
That's what makes me sad is when I go to restaurants or something and I see a full family at a table and like the 6-year-olds all have
the
iPads,
parents don't want to be bothered. The parents don't want to hear they're crying and shit, so they give them the tablets and whatever the fuck.
It makes me so sad.
My fucking okay, I go back on my word. I'm sorry, my nephew has a fucking tablet. They go, but of course it's just for like music and shit. But either way, it's not an internet tablet. It's like a kid's tablet.
Whenever it lets you take over their life, it's like, different.
I don't know. I mean, technology is always gonna be incorporated in their lives because it is the new generation. So it always is now. And Joe Rogan has a good saying where he's like, I want them to be involved in technology, but I also want them to be involved in life.
Ingrained in reality.
Like, I don't want them to be all like, you know, growing up, especially in New York, and you probably have a ton of people you see on Instagram do this, like the girls, the females that only live for Instagram. They only live for their Instagram story. They only want to do stuff so they can show them clinking glasses on a fucking boomerang on fucking Snapchat.
Just to take pictures for people at home.
Like, yeah, really, like, I don't give a fuck.
That's a Drake lyric. I'm so sorry.
I have no clue. I don't know. But
I don't know how it was for you. I didn't get like a phone. It wasn't even a smartphone. It was like a flip phone. I didn't get one until I was 13. I had to be a teenager till I got one.
Jack the Bus. Do you know the phones I fucking had growing up? I had
like the Motorola.
I was just gonna say I had a Motorola. I had the fucking, you know, the commercials online that for old people, the prepaid phones. I had
like on the first
you know how
BlackBerry,
many fucking
basically.
you know how many fucking prepaid phones I kind of had to hide from my friends with
What
fucking
age
iPhones.
Did you get like what age? Yes, because by the time I was 13, like everyone I knew had like a smartphone and we're on social media. Oh, dude, yeah.
You know,
That's how it was.
you know, and fucking, I told my fucking what you call it? My mom would always be like, "It's the same shit. You making phone calls, you text me, that's it. That's all you need it for." And I'm like,
It's
"Yeah."
not the
I'm like,
same,
"Yeah."
Mom.
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, my friends are taking pictures of their ball sacks, sending it to girls. I'm like, "I want to do that. Why can't I do that? Why can't I? I can't I?" My phone, my camera.
I'm not gonna do that, but I want the opportunity.
My camera holds 5 pixels. I can't do this. I really can't. Like, I really can't. It looks like a fucking, you know, when you take a colorblind test, that's what my camera looks like. I can't do it.
Hey, listen.
That's
we
why.
struggle.
That's why I use it as an example, because I'm looking at one right here. So that's it.
We struggle. Shout my colorblind folk. We struggle.
Once again, Jack, I'm always intrigued. What colors you get fucked up with?
Red green. I'm red green colorblind. That's the worst for me.
So, let's
So,
say.
Jake, what color is this?
What color is your chair? Hey! I was gonna say that. What color is your chair? Well, you know it's red.
It's
you
not
know
like
it's
that though.
But you know. But what is it like? Explain it to me, so the people at home also know.
It's not just like I can't see reds. It's just reds blend together with other colors. Greens blend together with other colors.
I don't get that. I don't get it.
It's not really something. It's hard to explain, honestly. I do want to get those colorblind glasses though one day. You know, the ones that like Jake Paul got. Red.
See, you're not colorblind.
Okay.
You're not.
I've done several colorblind tests on stream before, and people laugh at me because I can't get like half of them. You know, like the dots. You know.
That's how I end the podcast. That's how I end it. This is how I end it.
All right. What are you gonna do? Like share your screen?
We have to be on the same website. So what's the website gonna be? What color?
Well, no, because it's different every time. It's different every time.
Well, we'll be on the same.
I can share my screen if you want.
Yeah,
Also,
please.
On Discord.
Hello. Hi.
I can share my screen.
Yeah, go. Let's do it. All
right.
I like this. Guys, thank you so much for watching the podcast. We're gonna be ending it like this. Jack showing us his blindness. Where is Jack's webcam? There it is.
I'm about to share my screen.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna make your screen. I'm gonna cover the whole screen now with your screen. So there you go. Don't go on porn. There you go. So Jack, so there you go. End chroma. Oh, there you go. Okay, so start test. Start. Okay, so start the test.
Right.
I start test. Okay.
So that's a 4.
Yes, it's a 4.
That's a 1.
It's a 1.
Okay, that's a 4.
Yes.
That's a 7.
Yes.
That's an 8.
Okay, why'd you second guess that a little bit?
This I can't see anything.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. No, you're not.
Oh wait, why did it just? No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally
Jack,
can't see anything.
go again.
Okay, we have to go through it. Okay, so 7.
Yes.
1.
Yes.
5.
Yes, but that's green though.
There's nothing there.
What?
1.
What the fuck are you talking about?
6.
That was the same one as the other one though.
4. No, it was not. 7.
Yes.
Barely.
Yes. Good. Yes.
There's nothing on that one.
Get
for
the
me.
fuck out of here.
That's a 4, but
yes.
barely.
What?
2. 9. 3.
Yes.
5.
I remember taking this to school.
Nothing on that
Get
one.
the fuck out of here!
9. Oh, that's either a 6 or a 0. I'm gonna say 6. 1. 1. Nothing.
Whoa.
6. Oh, that's barely a 2.
What do you mean
Nothing
barely?
on
That was like the most boldest fucking green.
5.
I mean red. I mean colorblind. Fuck that. What?
That's barely a 5.
How do you know that one? That was the other one. That last
3.
one.
Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a 4. Oh my gosh, that was tough. 1. Nothing. Oh, nothing. 1, I think.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Nothing. 7. Nothing.
Wow. See your colorblind results. What are you? Aw, you can't fucking do it. Oh.
Proton.
Proton.
Moderate red-green color blindness.
Oh my God, Jack.
Is there?
Jack the Bus is colorblind. Well, I always knew you were, but I just never knew how. I remember taking those things at school. I remember taking those
I was in I had to take a psychology class in high school, and we were covering color blindness, and I had to go up and take it in front of the whole class, and everybody just laughed at my ass because I couldn't see.
Well, Jack, because when you said no and yes to ones back to each other, you had one that had a bold 4 in red, and then you said I have no clue what that is, and then you had a bold 1, a 1 in red, and you said I see that. I was like, what?
It's because it's different shades. That's why it's kind of hard to explain color blindness, you know?
I mean, damn. All right, well...
It's like shades against each other, like contrasting.
Well, we end the podcast saying Jack's blind. Guys, donate to your local colorblind donation charities, wherever you can find that. Support Jack. He has no food to eat. So there you go. Love you all. This is unfortunately become the new normal of us pre-recording the podcast. However, you sexy bastards, listen, I apologize. Jack has to go hit a golf ball tomorrow. I gotta go do a photo shoot today, and then on Sunday, I gotta go spend the day with my father, in which I pretty much told him to go fuck himself before. So, guys, I love you all, you sexy bastards. Clean your taint, clean your eardrums, do what you gotta do. I need Manscaped, very much so. Love you all, peace and love, and I will see you hopefully next week if I have a haircut. Hopefully this is the last podcast with the fucking hair. Hopefully, please, fucking please. Alright, guys, love you all. Peace out, you fucking bastards.
Late skis.